Hey, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Wapkutim Mapkutil, which means you're listening to me, I am listening to you. I'm Aurélie Zephyr, a licensed therapist, and this podcast is a safe space for the Haitian community to talk openly about mental health, trauma, anxiety, depression, and more, and learn practical tools to help us heal and grow. On this show, we'll have honest conversations, share tips you can actually use, and explore how taking care of your mental wellness can help you show up as your best self for you, your family, and your community. Whether you're just starting your mental health journey or looking to go deeper, this podcast is here to guide you. So, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's listen, learn, and heal together. Just a quick note before we get into today's episode. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only, and it is not a substitute for individual therapy. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. Welcome back to Wapkutim Mapkutil. As we approach the end of this year and step into a new one, I want to pause for a moment. Not to rush forward, but to acknowledge where we are. Before we go any further, I want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing to reflect, to feel, to heal alongside me. This podcast has been something I carried in my heart for almost 2 years, and seeing it come to life this year has been incredibly meaningful. This space exists because I believe deeply in awareness. Because the more we understand our emotions, our wounds, our trauma, and our responses, the closer we are to healing than we were before. I want to share something personal with you. 2 to 3 years ago, I dreaded the new year. Not because the year I was living was good, because sometimes it wasn't, but because change itself felt terrifying. For me, the new year felt like crossing an invisible line into the unknown. And in my body, in my nervous system, the unknown meant danger. Even if the previous year had been difficult, it felt safer to stay there than to step into something unfamiliar. But through my healing journey, I began to understand why. In my past, change often came with loss, pain, or instability. So my body learned change equals something bad is coming. And once I became aware of that, everything shifted. Healing didn't mean the new year suddenly became easy. It meant I could relate to it differently. I learned that a new year doesn't automatically mean danger. It doesn't automatically mean loss. It can also mean intention. For example, this past year, my intention was simple: to spend more time with family, to slow down, to be present. And instead of fearing what might happen, I focus on what I wanted to cultivate. That's the power of healing. It gives you choice. We move from reacting to intentionally responding. I also want to be honest about something important. Healing is not something we ever finish. I tell my client this often. Healing is a journey. You may process an event today, feel lighter, feel free, and then 10 years later, something else surfaces that is connected to the same experience. That doesn't mean you failed. It means your nervous system is ready to go deeper. Our unconscious holds so much, and it releases things when the time is right. I'm still healing too, and this podcast has been part of that process for me. Sometimes, while prepping an episode or speaking out loud, I realize, oh, there's still something here. And that is awareness. And that awareness itself is healing. I am deeply grateful for this community we are building. A community willing to talk about mental health, trauma, healing, and growth, especially within the Haitian community, where these conversations have been taboo for too long. My hope is that as we heal individually, we also heal collectively. And I hope that healing creates change in our family, in our communities, and one day in Haiti itself, so that those of us abroad can return not just physically but emotionally whole, and those who remain can experience a future shaped by healing, not just survival. As we step into this new year, I invite you to ask yourself, what do you want to carry forward? What am I ready to release? What intention feels supportive, not forced, for this season of my life? You don't need to rush. You don't need to reinvent yourself overnight. Healing honors pacing, gentleness, and honesty. I want to continue this journey with you. I want to hear from you what you are struggling with, what you want to understand better, what you want to hear more about. You can comment, reply to the newsletter, or reach out directly. This is not a one-way conversation. Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing healing. And as we move forward together, may we step into the next year with curiosity, compassion, and courage. Until next time, let's keep listening, healing, growing, and becoming. Thank you so much for tuning in into Wapkute Mapkuteo. I hope today's conversation gave you insights, practical tips, or encouragement to take care of your mental health and continue your healing journey. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a review from wherever you are listening, and share it with someone in your community who might need it too. For those listening from California, you can visit my Alma page in the description below to learn more about my individual therapy sessions and other services I offer. And remember, Wapkute Mapkuteo. Keep prioritizing yourself, keep learning, and let's heal, grow, and thrive together.